It's your girl, Emily Curl, and we're back here in New York in our iHeartRadio studio, and we're obviously back on Twitch, so it's good to see you again. Thanks for joining us today. We're so excited to be chatting with you to catch up. It's been a minute since we've had a Just Chatting episode, and we have a lot to talk about. So, of course, I have Twitch pulled up. I want to hear from you in the comments, how your week was, what you're looking forward to. And by the way, can y'all believe it's already October? The fact that it's October 3rd is actually sickening, okay? So we're fully into fall, but we're actually thinking ahead. As you can tell, I have my nice little Christmas tree here. It's Jingle Ball season here at iHeartRadio. We have our crew in the room. Y'all, who's excited for Jingle Ball? Okay, can we give like a little cheers, because Jingle Ball is the best time of the year. Christmas actually is one of my favorite seasons of all time. And we have a lot of fun here at iHeart. So last week, we were in Vegas celebrating our iHeartRadio Music Festival, which we had such an epic lineup. We had such an amazing time. And so we come back to New York, and now we are full steam ahead for our iHeartRadio Jingle Ball tour. And this is presented by Capital One. And y'all, I'm not sure I've seen a lineup this good in quite a minute. So let me tell you a little bit about what we can expect. Naya said, he asked what day it was, and he said it's October 3rd. Iconic, all right? We all know. Jonathan Bennett, we love you, and we need you in this chat. Okay, so let's start with New York Jingle Ball, and let me set the scene for you. So myself, all of our team over here, so we're on our iHeart production team, our video team. So we make all of the original content videos that you see. That's why you always get the little behind-the-scenes glimpses of what we're doing. We're always on the red carpet. So Naya and our team here started her very first weekend, her very first trip. That was your first week, was it not? First week. We flew her to LA to do all of the social moments for iHeart Jingle Ball LA. And y'all, it was nuts. Our most viral video was Paris Hilton and Khalid meeting on the red carpet. So we have all different types of artists, so many influencers come out, and all of us on the inside know that these tickets, the Jingle Ball tickets, are the hardest tickets to get, okay? So for my family and friends that are watching, Mom, I'm sorry, I can't even get you a ticket, okay? That's how hard it is. Nick is shaking his head because he knows. It's really tough, and it's so fun. So if you have a chance to get a ticket, you've got to go to the show. So we're gonna go to LA and New York this year, but we're all over. I mean, New York, Detroit, Tampa, Miami, Chicago, Atlanta. What other ones am I missing, y'all? I feel like we have so many. So we go all over. We have a team. It's a whole spectacle. It's the most fun, amazing show. So if you're like me and you like the Christmas spirit, then we have something for you. Enough of me talking, because let's talk about this lineup for a second. And by the way, for all of those watching, let me know who you're most excited to see, what resonates, okay? So for New York, we have Olivia Rodrigo. Let's go. Which, by the way, I've never seen Olivia live before, and she hasn't done that many shows, so this will be exciting. SZA. Who saw SZA on tour? So I'm about to kick you out the room because I'm so jealous. Oh my God, SZA is having a year. And the fact that she's gonna be on our Jingle Ball stage is gonna be insane. And I feel like because she's been touring, she has everything down. You know, she's in her zone, but I'm curious to see if she'll have some special surprises on stage. One Republic, which we were just talking about right before. I feel like One Republic is a band that we all know and love, and we know so many of their tracks and their records and their music, but I've personally never seen them live, and so you know Ryan Tedder's gonna like pop off. I'm excited to see what they do on stage, so I actually think it's gonna be a really good show. Sabrina Carpenter will be there, and let's not forget that Olivia Rodrigo and Sabrina Carpenter famously had this rumored tiff, and so this will be the first time, I feel like ever, right, that we're ever gonna see them publicly together. So I need to see a moment of them meeting backstage. Are they gonna watch each other's sets? Are they on good terms? Who knows? We're gonna dive into that in a second. We also have Jelly Roll, who is the nicest, best guy in the world. He comes in iHeart all the time. Big Time Rush, our guys will be on stage. They always bring the energy. Doechii, I'm excited to see perform. I feel like she's one of these that has had a year, and I can see her taking over that stage. Pentatonics, I feel like when I think of Christmas and Christmas albums I love, they're some of the first people that come to mind. What do you guys think, yeah? Totally. I feel like Pentatonics for sure. David Kushner, whose voice literally transforms a room. He has the most insane voice. I'm excited to hear him live. And Melanie Martinez, which Melanie is in a very different era right now. If you've probably seen her on stage where she wears like the prosthetic makeup, she like goes all in. I'm curious if she'll do some form of like Christmas character for this tour. We'll see. I'm into like a Christmas demon. I'd be down for that. So we're gonna find out of that list. That's just New York, by the way. We're gonna get into some other cities. Of that list, for you watching, who are you most excited about? And for us in here. Nick, we'll start with you.
David Kushner for sure.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. As you said, like his voice just transforms a room. It's like it fills it up. It's you feel it inside.
Okay, Nick's talking about how amazing David's voice is. I mean, it really is insane. And I'll never forget in the interview, he was saying he still takes voice coaching lessons where he was like, I've got to get better. Okay, David, Naya, let's go to you. Doechii, yeah.
The look, the red carpet, her performance, I think it's going to be looks and a serve. I'm ready for it.
It's so funny because I feel like Doechii was one of those ones that she's been around for some time, but her TikTok bop, I feel like what it is took over, so now I feel like she has a whole new fan base. When was that? When did that come out? That was this year, right?
This summer, I think.
This summer? Okay, yeah. I feel like the crowd's gonna go nuts for that. Abby, what about you?
Olivia.
Huge
fan. Have never seen her. Been high on my list.
What do you think of this album? Abby said Olivia. What do you think of this album compared to?
It.
Really?
I really like. I mean, I think I have more favorites on the first album.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I'm getting my favorite right now. Pretty Isn't Pretty, I think.
Oh. Okay, a little soft. Okay, Abby's in her sad girl era. I appreciate that. Listen, we're fall. It's time to get sad. Julius, what about you? Are you in your sad girl era as well?
I could be. Who knows?
Who are you most excited to see, Julius?
I think One Republic. That's my childhood.
Oh, what One Republic song really like?
Secrets.
Secrets.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh. The Gossip Girl. Okay, yeah, I need to go back through like One Republic's discography and like really think about it because yeah, they have some really good stuff. So that is just New York alone, okay? So it is such an insane show. But let me tell you about LA too. So LA, we have Olivia Rodrigo again, Niall Horan, Niall is one of the nicest celebrities I've ever met to be his status. Like, he is so nice. And he also asked me what Leo Allo perfume I wear. And so to this day, I'm gonna write that on my tombstone that Niall likes the way I smell. One Republic is playing, no, not One Republic, sorry. AJR, which I was saying earlier, AJR is just always a good, solid group. Like, you have so much fun watching them. So they always take over a stage. Sabrina Carpenter again. Miguel, which Miguel played at Festival. Did anyone sneak out and see Miguel's performance? Okay, so Miguel's doing a whole new thing that I'm really excited about, but he is like exploring his relationship with pain, and he has posted some like interesting photos on Instagram of, you know, him trying some different things out, but how it correlates to music and the album that he's working on. And so he is one of those ones where like, you know and love his music, and I'm also excited to see like where he's gonna take this next project. So it'll be fun to see him hit the stage and do a show like this. I love Miguel. Doechii's back on the LA stage. Flo Rida, which, y'all, has anyone seen Flo Rida live? You have?
Yeah.
How was it?
Yeah, the summer pool party.
I feel like I would go nuts.
He's awesome. He's a great performer.
I feel like he's a great performer.
He's super nice. He loves performing. Yeah.
Okay, it's funny because there's certain like groups that you're like, I would actually be so excited to see live. And I remember at our last festival, one of those ones was like another hype group for me was the Black Eyed Peas. I'd never seen them live, and that was when we snuck out to go see, and they actually were really, really so good. Not that I didn't think they would be, but it's always just fun to see these bands that you've loved forever actually put on a show. You're like, wow, I'm so impressed. Okay, then we have G Idol and P1 Harmony. Did I say that correct? P1 Harmony? Yep. Okay, P1 Harmony. And then let's talk about Atlanta for a second, because the Atlanta lineup is my other favorite. Like, these were the three that I flagged. Like, if we have to go, we've got to do this. Nicki Minaj will be on the stage, which is huge. Naya, I know you're excited. You're like cheesing back there. Naya's already like, how do I find a way to get to Atlanta? Nicki on stage, what do you think that performance is going to be like?
Probably gonna be really good. I had saw her around this time last year in New York, and she just like came out the gate with like all her like classics, just bar for bar. amazing. Like she just knows like her wordplay very well, so like she doesn't really need the backtrack. So like it was just like instrumental.
And I feel like she's so good at like letting the crowd finish her most iconic lyrics, which is always fun to watch because I don't think anyone has better facial expressions than Nikki when people are reciting her bars back to her. But you know what was interesting is I went to the VMAs this year and you know we worked the red carpet and I got to go and actually see parts of the show and I got to watch Nikki's performance. And she really did a really stripped back version. So she sang her new song that she had just released. I'm blanking on the name of that song, but it was way different than Nikki that we like know really well. But she sang that song and then had a montage afterwards. But it was a little slower. It was a little calmer, and it wasn't like the Nikki that we're used to performing. So I'm really curious to see if Nikki takes those same vibes for Jingle Ball, even though I feel like for something like this, that's a show where you have 20 minutes, you're gonna play your best hits, you're hitting the stage, you're gonna go for like your fan favorites, your crowd favorites. Do we have thoughts?
I think she's gonna go for the crowd favorites. Maybe
Yeah.
one new one like.
I think it'll be a huge crowd.
It'll be a
Yeah.
huge crowd. For Nikki, come
Yeah.
on, that's gonna be
And
insane.
in Atlanta.
And then let's also talk about, you know she's gonna bring a special guest on stage, okay? So Ice Spice is also performing. And I've never seen Ice live, and I feel like, you know, she's really like blown up and had her moment this year. So I totally feel like we're gonna have a Nikki and Ice moment on stage. But I'm excited to see her hit the stage. Sabrina Carpenter will also be there. Flo Rida, David Kushner, next David Kushner. Callie and NCT Dream. We had Callie in our office recently, and she has like the most fun energy. Like I feel like seeing her perform is also gonna be amazing. I feel like Area Codes took over, and I'm excited to see how a crowd will react to that. Overall, these are artists that like to one thing that's so special about Jingle Ball, and we know this working at iHeart, you know this going to like our festivals and shows and other things, is what other show would you have all of these artists together? Like it's such a special concert to get to go and see some of your favorites that are not only icons like Nicki Minaj, but also up and coming artists, you know, like a Callie or like a Melanie Martinez, not up and coming, but that are even getting bigger into the sphere and they're getting to perform on these stages. So it's gonna be really, really exciting. I feel like my predictions and my hopes are, one, we have a full Olivia Rodrigo, Sabrina Carpenter moment. That's a really sweet, I need like a sweet, wholesome moment, okay? As we get into Sad Girl Fall, we need something to bring us back. I want a full Nicki Minaj, Ice Spice collab on stage. And what other predictions do we have? Do we have some other thoughts? What else?
I think Niall could do a collab on stage.
Oh, Niall.
Niall would do that.
I could see that. I actually really could see that. And Niall is like the most I know we said this earlier, but Niall is the most laid back celebrity for his status that I've ever seen. So I have a feeling that he would be down for whatever, honestly. But what's fun about our what we do backstage, like we were saying, is we, interview the artists on the red carpets. We see them chatting backstage. We get all the backstage coverage for you guys. We don't often get to see the show. So I think for some of these, it's going to have to be a pick and choose, but we got to sneak out for a couple of these performances. Also Pentatonics, I love, and I feel like that's going to be really fun to see live because, of course, they do everything a cappella. Jelly Roll, Big Time Rush, One Republic. It's going to be such an amazing show. So we are so excited to see you there. Tickets, we just looked this up. Tickets are on sale now, but it's Capital One pre-sale. So if you have a Capital One card, you can join the pre-sale. And then if not, do we know the exact day they go on sale to the public?
This Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern.
Look at Abby, shut up, producer Abby. Okay, this Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern, you get a chance to get some Jingle Ball tickets. And like I said, these go fast. It is the most fun show. We'll get you right in the holiday spirit. So go get out your tickets this Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern. But of course, Capital One, you can go ahead and get them now. New York, LA, Atlanta. Let me get the rest of the cities for you guys too. Oh, Philly, Miami. Forgot about Philly. Okay, by the way, Miami, Lainey is playing, which I'm a big Lainey fan, and Paul Klein, if you're watching this, I'm in love with you. So go see that. DC. Okay, with DC we have, our same ones that we love. Oh, Boston, New York, Detroit, Chicago, LA, Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. Can't forget that. So Dallas, Texas also. That's Lainey, Paul Russell, Callie, and Tampa. Oh, Tampa, we have Teddy Swims, Zara Larson, and Lawrence. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, so Tampa's going to be another fun one, too. So if you're in Florida, you should go to Miami and to Tampa. Okay, those are both going to be amazing. And also, what a great way to kick off the holiday season. So nothing better. We cannot wait to see you out there. Can't wait to see you at the shows. And we're so excited. We'll be back here on Twitch to chat more with you. So great to see you all, and lots to come in the next few weeks. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and happy spooky season. And we'll see you next week. Bye, guys.